Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, what's up? Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I post a new video every week. So today I'm going to be trying out some Shein nail products. So y'all, I just got put on to Shein a little bit. So I didn't know they had nail stuff. I don't be in YouTube too much. So I see a lot of people on YouTube trying Shein nail art and nail stuff, but as I was searching, I wanted to find little gadgets that could just make my life just a little bit easier as a nail tech. So today I'm trying out, I do have a couple nail art things, but I'm going to be trying out all little gadgets for nail art and just little things that I found. And all of these things are $1. So $1 Shein nail products and gadgets. I'm going to be testing those out. Let's see how it works out. Let's start that right now. Okay, so the things I got from Shein, I bought this, I don't know, it's like a guide, and you get several of them. So this is going to give you the perfect French tip. They're all the same French tip, so it says. So it has different little arches. What intrigued me was, honestly, I have something that gives you like a perfect French. They tell you how to do it. Each one of these is going to be for a different size finger. But I saw this one, and I'm going to do a little demo with this one to see, you know how you have the high arch French? So I'm curious to see if something like this will give you a nice high arch. Again, I've used something like the regular French cut like years ago, you know, but once you get it, you don't really need to have like the mold. So, but this, let's see if this helps give that nice high arch. I thought that was interesting. Again, I got all of these. This is all $1. Then I bought this, which I thought was kind of cool. So this is like a nail palette, but it is a ring. It doesn't extend. Oh, it does. Okay. So it extends. So let's say you're somebody that likes to work. You can put your polish here and just kind of work like that. Kind of, I've seen something like this for lash techs. Honestly, I would probably hold this to the side. And if I'm working on a hand and I have a little bit of nail art, so let's say I wanted to just do a little bit of work, I can got some polish here. I can take another color and work right here. So I can just kind of dab into this color and do something on the nail, wipe this off, and then I can just go into the next color. Okay, so this is kind of cool. I like that I can hold it right here because I have the other nail palette, the one that you sit on the table, but this is really cool because I'm right here and I can actually, I just did this big, but if I had fit a couple more colors, you could probably get a color in each corner and maybe one in the middle if you really wanted to. So this is cool. Let me see, does it wipe with acetone well? Let's see. So yeah, and just clean it off. And you have a nice nail palette ring. So this is kind of cool. I will definitely use this. So the next one I had, which I can't show right now, but this was some toenail polish strips. So like the toenail wraps. So you clean the toenail, you place it on, tear the sticker off and align, and then you complete the toenail. So I'm actually gonna try this on someone and I wanna see how long it lasts with wear. What I'll probably do is do this and then take some gel top coat and just seal it. So I'll get back to you on how this lasts. I'll probably post it later on. I'll probably do it on someone in the next week or tomorrow, and then I can give you an update on how it lasts. So I can't test this out today. Another thing I saw that was cute. Again, everything was $1. This, same concept. It's a ring. It's like a 2-finger ring. Oh, this is cool. Okay, hold on. Am I supposed to do it like this? Okay, I guess like this. And it is made to hold your polish. I thought this was adorable. Let's see if this actually works. So So if I open my polish, oops. This is like bulky though, to be honest. Maybe my little baby bottles it'll work for. I feel like this is so wobbly. Actually, as wobbly as it feels, it's not going anywhere, as you see. So, But how do I hold someone's finger? Okay, so if I hold someone's finger like this, maybe it could go like this. Oops, nope, not that. Not it. I think it's supposed to go like this because it has these little grips on the side, like I'm securing it. But then, like, how do I hold your hand? This is weird. I may have to refer back to the site and see the picture. So, again, if I'm doing this, see, this is awkward. I don't know. I would have to figure out how to use this. Or am I, oh, I'm slow. Guys, don't even judge me. I'm shooting this video. It's like 12 o'clock at night and I've been working for 12 hours. So, okay, this makes more sense. And it sits here. And then we can just paint. So you know you have those bottles where you're trying to get every little last drop. So this works for that too, because I could just tilt this down. Or I could tilt my finger. Okay, I can't tilt the bottle because it does come out. So it's pretty secure. Even with the lid just on, you see it's not really going anywhere. So if I need to tilt the bottle down, it'll still hold it. So, interesting. Okay. So this is cool. That's why I bought this. Again, for $1. I would definitely use this. Then I have more stuff. I don't know what's up with me in the rings, but they were cute. So this one, you get 2 of them. I just thought this looked cute. It's like a little palette again, but this one actually has little slots for you to add your polish in. So if I wanted to put a little bit of red here, and then I wanted to put a little bit of green in this one. I like this over the other one only because it separates the color. Like you see, I could do a big glob and it's not really moving anywhere. And I have several colors that I could throw out there. I'm just throwing what I have on my table right now. So this is cool. Very cute. So if you are designing, and I like that this is lightweight, as where the other one is a little bit heavier. This is a little bit heavier on the hand. This is super light. This is very cute. Again, I have my little brush. I'll use this finger. Paint. Do what I need to do. Clean that off. Get into the next color. Okay, I do see it tilting, but again, I can just tilt it back this way. And it just helps me so I don't have to actually like go back down. I can really stay concentrated in doing what I'm doing right here. Very cute. So this works as well. Is it acetone proof? It should be. Oh gosh, this is a mess to clean. Okay. I hope I don't destroy it. I wonder if I could just dip it in here. Let's see how that works. It's plastic, so what are you supposed to clean this with? Okay, so not the best to clean. It does come out, but okay. Okay. And it didn't really mess up its shape. I just dumped that whole thing in acetone. It didn't even mess it up really. So it is acetone proof. That's cool. A little bit. The bottom's not because it's starting to get a little matte. But cute. Very cute. You're doing some nail art. Like I said, this is not everyday things. It's just little gadgets. Just like I said, you get 2 of them. So keep one until you destroy it. Then open the next one. Very simple. So next I have some little fruits. This is not really a gadget. It was $1 and I don't actually have any of these. I used to. So I said, let me just buy these so we can see how these hold up. I'll do a little demo. We can play with these little bananas, watermelon, limes. I never know what these are. And then you have grapefruit, strawberries, so on and so forth. So you just get a bunch of different fruits, again, for $1. So we can always check the quality by using them. And guys, I always use new stuff on myself. You get new rhinestones. Sometimes rhinestones can get diluted underneath top coat. They can be cheapy. You know, you always want to try stuff on yourself. If you're a nail tech doing your own nails, use it on yourself first before you just start throwing stuff out to your clients to use. So I'm going to try that out. Just wipe this off. And then lastly, I bought this. So this is like a sheet of fiberglass. So it's made to give you an extension if you see the picture. And there's no instructions. I guess they figure if you're buying this, you know how to use it. I'll show you guys how we could use this for something. So I was curious. Usually we use fiberglass in a different way. So you get several little sheets. This is pretty thick. You can see it. It's like thin enough to see through, which is fiberglass, but it has more durability than like the pre-cut ones. So let's take a look at this and see how these could work. So now let's just demo some of these things and let's see how they're working. Oh, also I had this little stick. This was just cute. It's a stirrer. That's all it is. It's just a little cutesy stirrer so that if I have my acrylic, you know how, I usually stir with the back of my brush. If you need to stir your acrylic, usually go like this. But this is just a little stirrer and it has a little spoon so you can kind of just make sure, oh, this is better. I'm getting all the way to the bottom and stirring that acrylic. If you ever have acrylic that's sitting on the drawer for a while, sometimes you just want to stir it. Sometimes you want to stir it and get out any type of little balls that might come up in here. So that's all that this is, just a little stirrer with a little pink glass type little handle. I just thought it was cute. Again, everything was just $1. So let's see how some of these things work. Let's start with the French. I'm intrigued by this. So let's start with the French and see how this works. Okay, so I took this out the wrapper. There's no numbers or anything. I guess they're saying for $1, figure it out. So I have this, I have some pink acrylic, I got some white, I got my monomer and my brush. I'm just doing a little demo, so I'm just gonna go on top of this nail that I already have here. And I'm gonna create that high arch and then we're gonna try to cut it out. So let's pre-do this just to get an idea of how high we want this arch. So I guess if you kind of do it from base to whatever, all your nails will be even. So if I'm gonna use this for all of them, is that what I would do? Make sure that that arch is even. Or I guess you kind of eyeball it. So let's see, let's just start doing. So I'm gonna take a bunch of acrylic and give me a nice high bulk. I hope this doesn't set. So I feel like I should move a little quick. So if I go like that, and guys, I'm doing this very sloppy because I want to see if this is actually gonna like help me out. So if I put a little bit of acrylic, you know, when you do that high arch French, you want to build it up. So I'm just placing big beads. Very sloppy. I just want to see how this works. So I'm gonna just throw this everywhere. And then we're gonna cut that arch out. So I'm trying to move quick because my acrylic is very fast setting, so it'll set on me if I don't move. Okay, so let's say I do this and before it sets, let's take this and we can just cut this out. Okay. And then it comes off on the end. So I guess, okay. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to just take this down like this. It did do its job. I messed it up. Okay, I can fix it. So I guess what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave it alone. Let me just try to push this back. So it gave me that high French. So let's see how this looks when it dries. Take off everything that I have going on right here, because this will set. I'll let this set in the middle while I continue to just get all this gook off the end. But that did make it a lot easier. You see how it gave me that shape. It's not as pointy, but I can always fix that in filing. So I want to shape this and then put the white on and see what happens. I think for this too, you should just, oh, it actually comes right off. I thought I was gonna have to dip it. So you just pull this right off. I wouldn't let it sit too long because you could tell it's gonna cake up. And right now it's very sharp. But also too, if it ends up dulling, you can also just file it. Oh guys, I'm so special. This has thing on it. Oopsie. Okay. Well, it worked with the plastic, so it's probably even sharper now that the plastic's off. Aha. Now it looks nice and shiny. Okay, this is dry. So now what I'm gonna do is place my file downwards, and I'm just gonna file off the stuff that was on the bottom before I actually go into the shape. So I'm gonna go and file right here on the sides. Try to get all this like we would normally do, but it did help, I have to say. It made this so easy. Only thing is, I do want it a little bit more peaked and arched. Boom. That was pretty easy because it gave me a nice straight line. It cut the cuticle, like, I have to say, that was pretty good. I can bring it down a little bit. Let's reshape that cuticle. Just, and I want this a little bit more V because it had more of a flat bottom and I want it a little bit more curved. So let's curve you out. Boom. I think that looks pretty good. So let's go in with the white and see what it does. So now we know for this, we're just gonna slap some white on. The one thing I like about this design is that you're literally just slapping stuff on. So I'm just gonna throw it on wherever. Make sure we get all those nooks and crannies. That's all that matters is coverage at this point. Make sure we get everything. When you do this, you want to make sure you're tucking in too. You're getting everything. Because the downfall to doing French this way is if you miss something, it's over. It's very hard to fix. You want to try to get it as crisp as possible. Okay, so I see that I'm as high as I want to be over here. I like to just paint on top just to make sure, because sometimes a nice little wet bead will slit right into those cracks for you. I feel like I don't want to see that. So, file that. Okay, so now it looks crazy, but we know that's what this design is. So let's let this set, and then I'll file it and we will reveal what it looks like. Okay. That seems to be dry all the way. So now I'm gonna go in with a 180 file. I don't wanna go in with the 100 because it might be a little too abrasive. I'm gonna file the sides. And I'm, okay. Actually, I'm gonna go in with my e-file. But I am gonna go a little bit low. So I'm gonna go on with my e-file and start to file. Okay. So now let me go on with the 100. Again, this little nail looks a little fat because I was on top of a whole nother nail. So we're not gonna judge the nail for the fatness, okay? All we're looking at is how much this arch thing helps. I have to say, it's pretty good. Buff this out. Get down more. Ooh, that flew across the room. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Let me just wipe this. Honestly, for $1, that did make a big difference. Look at this line. You know, you saw how easy it was. It makes it a lot easier because you're just like globbing it on, pressing down is doing all the work for you. I know if I have like these 3 fingers, I'll probably, you know, use the same one to make sure that arch is higher. It could have even been wider and higher, but I didn't really know what I was playing with. And then like for the pinky and the thumb, I would just use something a little bit smaller, but like the one next to it to the left or right. But I have to say that was pretty flawless. I do like that. Definitely worth the $1 for this gadget. Okay, so for the next one, I want to use this fiberglass thingamajig. I have a nail here. So let's pretend that we need to do an extension. I'm going to really push it and I want to extend it to be the same length as this one that we just did. So let's see if I could get this little sheet to match up to be this length. I have never used this. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have 0 instructions. So we are winging it based off of what I know and what I have. So I'm going to use this little sheet. I have some little scissors right here. I have a little scissors, some tweezers. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this like a regular nail wrap, and I'm going to be using resin, and I'm going to be using activator like I'm doing a regular fiberglass application. So I want to use resin over glue because those of you don't know, the difference between nail glue and resin is still an adhesive. However, it is very thick. It is made to build for nail wraps so that you are building up layers of glue. If I just use this glue is flimsy and after a couple washes, it'll wear. Resin is a lot more thicker than nail glue. So again, like if I was doing a nail tip, I don't want something big and gloopy that's gonna take longer to dry as well. So I would use nail glue. So that's the difference when you're using resin. That's the only time you ever use resin is when you are doing something in the wrap family. And the activator, obviously, is just gonna speed up the resin. So, like I said, I'm gonna do what I know. Let's measure this guy out, right? So I'm gonna take this nail and I'm automatically gonna cut you. I think I can cut it this way. I'm gonna cut off a piece. I should really use straight scissors, but whatever. Okay. And guys, I went over this in my state board video. I'll leave a link if you want to see that, like an actual wrap application. So let's start like here, right? That looks about right. Maybe I can go a little shorter. I'm gonna try to get it straight with these curved scissors, and then take it and I'm gonna want to cut it so that it looks kind of like the cuticle. So this is a really fat nail that I'm working with, and it might be hard to see this on camera. So I'm gonna take this and make sure I have it sidewall to sidewall. So I need to make this wrap piece as big as the wrap that I'm doing. I'm sorry, I'm gonna take this wrap and do it as big as the nail is that I'm doing. So we don't want too much hanging off the edge. When you're working with wraps, you wanna leave about 1/16 of an inch on the side. So it should not be on the sidewall. We do not want nail glue or resin or anything caked up in someone's sidewall. So I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller on the sidewall. Let's see how that looks. So this is a little bit smaller and it's about as long. So what I'm gonna do is, oh, I lost it. Okay. What I'm gonna do is take a little bit of my resin and I'm gonna put it onto the nail. Because even though we're doing an extension, you will see that line. If we just start extending from here on, you're gonna see that eventually, or you're gonna have to end up putting so much resin on it that it's gonna be nasty. So we just start from the bottom. Again, I'm not gonna go to the cuticle, I'm not going to the sidewall. And I'm gonna place this on here. It's pretty thick. So when working with wraps, don't worry about shaping it. I'm gonna take a little bit of glue and lightly just paint on top of the wrap. I want this wrap to stick. This is not sticking for me. I'm gonna brush this down. See, wraps that I work with are usually thinner than this. So, okay. If I hold it for like a second, maybe I can get it to stay down. I can always file it to get the shape. I'm gonna take my activator and spray. Give that a second to dry. Spray again. Give this a second. Okay, abort. So you can't see it on camera, it's literally smoking. So I'm gonna say abort this, it's smoking. Do not try this at home. It hardened. Woo. Okay, and now it smells like fire. Okay, abort. Okay, plan B. I don't know how the hell they want you to use this. They say just cut it. It's supposed to be like this nice, pretty glass lamp. They tell you how to do nothing. Am I supposed to put this on a tip? Because if I put it on a tip, you have to glue this. How else would I do this? All right, this might be a fail. This might be a fail. Let's pop this off. I don't even want to touch this. Like, it was legit smoking. Okay. Plan B. Let's see. Okay, so I'm thinking no to the activator, right? Because apparently activator was too intense for it. So we're going to stay away from the activator. It's so thick though. It doesn't even bend. So how do you give this an extension? Let's try doing a smaller extension. Let me see. I'm still trying to mesh this. Let's say if I was doing a smaller extension, right? Which is regular nail glue. So let me just like dust this off a little bit. Let's go back to the regular idea. Glue this. I'm just gonna glue it like I'm gluing a tip, right? I'm gonna take this guy, glue it on. You see, the problem is that like you have to hold it down. So let's hold it down and see if it dries. I'm gonna get stuck to it, watch. Okay, no, not that bad. Okay. Glue this. Again, I'm just gonna press on the side because it's a little bit. I'm trying to use the tip of my finger so I don't get stuck. Okay. So it didn't dry fully. You have to glue this. You have to. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue on this to give it some durability. Maybe I can file it into shape. So I'm just gonna glue everything. Let's see what happens. No activator. I'm just gonna glue it, hold it down, and let it dry and do its thing, and let's see what happens. Okay, so it's been a few minutes. It did set. I don't know if I can file it. What I'm gonna do is cut it like I would a normal wrap. It should be hard enough to cut. Let's try to cut this into something. Give it a little shape. I can file it. Oh, you see, it's like paper thin. I'm gonna go with a 240 file because I don't want to file too much. Okay, so this is good if you were trying to do like a little small extension. Okay, so first off, I would not recommend this. Like if you're trying to extend something to this, no, go acrylic. If you have a natural nail and they have like a broken nail maybe, and you wanted to just do something a little bit for them. Oh, okay. So very fragile. I'm holding it on the side. It's super fragile. Okay, so let's blend it in. I'm gonna buff it. Okay. So it's still bendy. Let's see if we put a little gel polish on it. Like, will it hold up? Will gel polish make it hold up a little bit? It's hard to see. You can see how it is here. Let me see if I polish it and cure it. I'm just curious. So I'm gonna go ahead and cure that and see if it gives it a little durability. Take my little baby light. Okay, so now I'm gonna do a second coat like I normally would. and cure that. Okay, and then I'm gonna do a top coat just to see how the 3 layers hold up with the wrap. I mean, it doesn't look like it's blended on top. Let's see if I can reshape it. Because you can always do top coat, reshape, and then do another top coat. So let's see if that works. Okay, so after 3 coats, no, it's gonna bend. You can see that it's bending right here. Okay, guys, no go for the nail wrap. I tried. Even if I were to reshape it and file it, like, it looks fine. But I mean, honestly, as soon as this person went to go pick up anything, it's over. So I don't know about these. If any of you have bought these and you find a way to use them, please leave me a comment below because I'm very curious. I think I know a lot about wraps, but apparently not enough. So, or this is cheapy. So, you know, you get what you pay for. $1, no instructions. Great. So moving on to the next thing. So the next one that I want to do is I want to just encapsulate these really quick and see how it holds up with some acrylic. Is it cheapy or this? So I'm just going to take a couple of these. Let's just take several of these. Doesn't matter which ones. Got a little banana, a watermelon, a lime. Let's get a kiwi in there for color. I like the kiwi better than the lime. I don't like the banana. And some grapes. If we're gonna go fruity, let's go fruity. So I have my clear acrylic. Use my little stirrer. Just give that a whirl. This is good. I'll probably always use this. I'm gonna keep this right on the side of my table. And I have my monomer again. I'm just gonna go over this nail that I already have here. Place a little bit of clear acrylic on. I like to just give it a little wet, super wet bead. So let's pick up a smidge acrylic just to help me out. And I'm gonna place you in here. Oh, it got weird. Did it get weird? No, okay. I'll do the same with the watermelon. Place the watermelon right here. Place this kiwi over here. Make sure everything is flat when we're encapsulating. Everything's moving. If it starts to move on you, literally just take a little bit of acrylic, get everybody to stop moving. Glob it right there. Okay, and then I'm just gonna encapsulate everything. I just wanted to make sure, sometimes these products, when they're cheapy, the minute that it hits chemical, it starts to get funny. So not everything is good. Again, you get what you pay for. These seem to be holding up well. They're not losing their color. The color's not running. So it seems to be pretty good. Make sure everything is fully encapsulated. Again, because I'm on top of a nail, I'm not going to stress it being like thick or thin right now. I'm just doing this for demo purposes. So everything seems, yep, I can roll my fingers over it. I don't hit anything. Everything seems to be encapsulated. So I'll let that dry and then I'll just file it and see what it looks like. Okay, this seems to be dry, so I'm gonna go ahead with my e-file and just lightly file this just to see what it looks like though. Okay, when you think you get close enough, you stop. Finish the rest by hand. Okay, these seem to hold up pretty well. I don't need to kind of go into this right now. Like I said, it was more about I didn't want the colors to bleed or anything. So to wipe it and see. Now we have a nice fruity nail. Cute, very cute. No complaints about that one. If you guys have any other places or suggestions or things that I should try out, I'm willing to just, why not? So you can leave me a comment below if there's anything else you want me to try out. Maybe you saw something cool on Amazon or more stuff on Shein, or there's another website. I know there's like AliExpress and all this stuff. So leave me a comment below if you guys want to see me try anything else out. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.